Hi everyone and welcome to this video. We're still travelling in Cornwall. We just moved a little further up the coast and we're just outside Mevagissy at a campsite called the Heligan Caravan Camping Site, which has been a real find. I'll do the campsite tour and show you around. It's been beautifully laid out. There's lots of good pictures with views across out to sea, and the facilities are superb, and you'll see those when I take you round. As I said in our last video, I was expecting our luck to run out, primarily because of the weather, and indeed it has been pretty heavy rain today. So I got the tour in yesterday to make sure I missed the rain. But not only have we had a hiccup on the weather, but also with the bikes. In fact, my bike. We decided to cycle into Mevagissy yesterday. The cycle route is the same one that runs to the gardens and runs the other way to Mevagissy. And we're happily cycling along when there was a loud bang from the bike, and that was it. Oh.
Alright.
Something's just stopped. The battery was still working, but I couldn't get the motor to work. So I've had to book that in for repair, and we're going to have to take a trip back home to get it sorted. And then we'll have to hit the road again when that's all been repaired or replaced or whatever needs to be done. So that aside, we're still enjoying ourselves on this trip. So what I'll do now is take you on the tour. I'll show you the route on the map and then take you round. Here's a map of the site. You'll see, in addition to touring pitches, there are also quite a few holiday homes dotted around, and at the top of the picture you can see where the Lost Gardens of Heligan are. We'll start off at the site entrance. Coming up past reception, we'll take the first left and follow the road round, taking us down as far as the children's playground. Then coming back up past the tent pitches on the left, we'll then take a right, which takes us past the facilities block, which I'll show you a bit later. Then follow the road back, turning left to the top of the site. That's where the motorhome service point, waste and water points are, and we'll follow it to the end of the road that takes you to the gate where you cross over to the Lost Gardens of Heligan. Finally, we'll finish with a look around the facilities block. So here's the entrance, coming down this tarmacked road. This is the reception on the right. These are the prices for when we were there, which we thought were good value. Just going past some of the holiday homes. Nice planting you'll see all around the site. Take the left. There's a set of hard-standing pitches here. Then we're going to drop down to the bottom of the site. Just ahead of us is the children's playground. A lot of these pitches have got good views over out to sea. You'll see on the left hand side is the tent, no electric pitches. We're just up on the left, and these are the holiday homes ahead of us. Back round past more hard standing pitches. The facilities block is this building on the left, we'll see that at the end. So as we come up to the top of the site, this is the single point for waste and recycling, motorhome service point and the LSAN point. And we've come back out of there, turned right, and then just up here is the gate where you can walk through to the gardens. This is facilities block. This central section is individual facilities, male or female. You have a sink, toilet and shower. They're push button showers. And we're coming back down to look on the right. Here is the accessible facilities. Really well equipped. Then we'll carry on to the gents section. It's got showers, a couple of toilets, urinals and sinks, all to a very high standard, as you can see. Over to the other side is the dishwashing area. There's 6 sinks in here. And this is the laundry. 2 washers, 2 dryers and a hand washing sink. Freezer, ironing board and then a separate dryer room which has individual lockers. You just put a £1 coin in this slot and take your key. So I hope you found that useful. It's the Heligan Caravan and Camping site. As you would have seen going round, it is beautifully laid out, extremely well kept, in a great location, and the facilities are pretty amazing really. So we will have to probably make our way back home. We might just stop off a little further up the coast before we return. We'll get the bike fixed, but with any luck we'll be back on the road fairly soon. So until then, bye for now. Bye. Jiggling. He said it changes the tarmac, isn't it? Going the other way, there was a sign that says cycle path to Heligan Garden. Oh,
all right.
Something's just stopped. The motor's stopped working.
Oh, has it gone down?
wonder if something's just come adrift or it's gone totally. It made a bang noise, like
It did, didn't it?
so we do with the electrics. Wouldn't it?
Might be with that rattling. It seemed to come from the back rather than the front.
Yeah. Just wonder if though if the power's disconnected. Well, we'll carry on. I can always cycle. I could put it up against this fence here. As the weather was holding up, we moved on to Fowey. We booked a few nights at the Harbour Hotel so we could explore the town. The first day was glorious, so we walked away from the harbour along the esplanade. You can see St Catherine's Castle up on the cliff. We walked on down to Ready Money Cove. Comedian Dawn French used to live in a house overlooking the cove. Above the cove is a former coach house, which was once the home of author Daphne du Maurier for a few years during the Second World War. We decided to walk on further up to St Catherine's Castle. The castle was built by Thomas Treffry for Henry VIII between 1538 and 1540. This is one of the pilot gigs of the Fowey Gig Club. The original purpose of the pilot gigs was to take pilots out to incoming vessels. The gigs would race out to sea to get their pilot on board first in order to get the job and hence the payment. By the next day, the weather had completely changed. But nothing seemed to stop the Polruan ferry taking passengers across the River Fowey. We did manage to get to look around the town. There are lots of interesting shops, as well as places to eat and drink. This was our favourite cafe, serving proper Italian coffee and lovely food. The following day the weather was even worse. This is the Fowey Harbor master going out to escort a ship into harbour. It's the French cruise ship Le Lyrial, carrying around 240 passengers. Fowey is a deep water harbour capable of accommodating cruise ships of up to 180,000 tonnes and carrying around 5,000 passengers. We decided it was definitely time to head home. The cruise ship left later that day.